Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. I'm going to start the video by saying please like, subscribe, and comment. As always, if you want to join the Patreon, please join at www.patreon.com/but I'm not a trader. I will start off. Sorry. I woke up with like a cold sore throat or something. I will start off by saying that yesterday, actually, my support and resistance, right? The same thing as yesterday, right? We haven't changed because we haven't really moved since yesterday. We've just been trading on range. And right, where do I want to set this up? Here. I guess here's fine. Yeah, and then yesterday's. There we go. Actually, I'll argue a little bit lower. There, that's fine. Okay. So you're still in the same range, right? Still in the same range. Yesterday, where did we start trading yesterday? Monday, we were right here. 6 a.m. Right, so we opened somewhere around this range, right? And I was saying how it was a good idea to be short. Let me see. Right, at any point right here, right? It was a really good idea to be short. I think, did I have another 4 hour here somewhere? I think I had another 4 hour, like, here. Is that another range? Oh yeah, that was another range right there. Yeah, so 4 hour here. So I think I had a short from like right here, like from 455 down to here. I actually got stopped out on that shorts, but I actually got in on shorts again up here at 456. So I was shorting. I was basically trading 0 DTEs yesterday. I withdrew all of the cash from Forex just because Ka is switching over to, I think, Trade Locker. So I withdrew everything. So I'm currently not trading anything. I was actually trading yesterday on a paper account on Webull, and I managed to grow it from, I think, like a starting balance of 10K to like 32K, and then it dropped to like 22ish K, right? So I'm trying to, it's a strategy that I'm working on right now, and it seems to work fairly well. But, I don't know if I want to trade it just because it's so involving, right? Like, it's so involving, and I don't want to, anyways. I'm still short. Bias overall yesterday was short, still short, right? Again, we can look at we can look at where we are right now, right? So the two-day's been extremely accurate for a while, right? And I can definitely say that I'm very, very short right now. You did break this long-term, right? You did break your uptrend here. You broke it back from October 27th, right? So you've been basically rallying for like a full month, and you just broke that trend. Well, technically, any way you put it, right? You can put it down here. Even that's like the daily right there. Or if you run it on the 4 hour, this is the 8 hour, but the 4 hour is basically what I like. You can basically say this is like the 4 hour trend. Do this, right, from these lows. From low wick to low wick. Any way you put it, you broke this trend, right? However way you see this trend broke, right? Any way you see this trend broke. And as of right now, I'm extremely bearish. Going into yesterday, I had a bullish bias towards the upside, right? We essentially just, we pushed up from 6 to 10, and then we came back down at 10 o'clock, right? We essentially just traded sideways. This was basically your range yesterday, right? Your range yesterday was you went up from 6 to 10, and then from 10 to 12, you just came right back down, and you're still dropping, right? But it's just been, yesterday was like it was just so boring because you literally just went from 6, you traded up for like 4 hours, and then you just came back down for like the last like 2.5 hours, right? So it's been very boring as far as what the market's done recently, right? As far as like what it's doing as far as like trading range and stuff. So yeah, very, very boring. The market really hasn't done much, to be honest. Like, it hasn't really done all that much as far as like movement. But because it hasn't really broken any support or resistance, like major support and resistance, right? And I think that eventually that's going to happen, right? You're going to either break this to the low side, right? Which I think you will, because you're on a 4-hour bear, and this closes in an hour and 12 minutes, right? So if you go to the 2-day, right, you're bearish. The 1-day, you're bearish every single, you're bearish at every single time frame, right? And you're barely going to close a 4-hour bear in an hour and 12 minutes. So, and I just saw news, right? News right now is, you don't really have much on news, right? There's nothing on news right now, right? This isn't really like a big, all this news today isn't really all that big, but if you get really bad news on any of those, right, the market's gonna take any kind of reasoning to like sell off, right, or run, right? It'll take anything, even if it's like not very important, and just take that and just run, right? So, but for right now, I think we're going lower, right? Very simple. I mean, you could technically just bounce off this level here at 454 and then come right back to 456. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it's essentially a perfect trade, right? There's no reason to not take this long here. Very easy. I don't need to, this is a very easy trade, right? You're on support. No reason to not take that trade up there, right? That's a what? That's an 11 to 1 RR. I mean, why not, right? You're basically risking $10 to make $100, right? You're basically making a 10x, right? Or if this breaks to the low side, you just take this to the low, to 453, right? Which is where I think we're headed, right? That's where I think we're headed. But there's no reason to not trade it, to not, like, once you touch this 4-hour support, there's no reason to not take that long, right? You already hit the support like a couple of times, right? So, I mean, to make this very simple for everybody, you hit the support once, right? You got 2 candles up there, right? And then you actually wicked down super hard on that level, right? So, I mean, you do have like pretty good support at that level. So there's no reason that, once you hit this, there's no reason to not take this long, right? It's just the long that you should take because it's on support, right? But if this breaks to the low side, you're probably going to 54.53, and you're probably starting that descent a lot lower. So, if this breaks, there's a really good chance that you start breaking these other levels. But again, because there's so much bullish pressure right now, I would not take anything, unless you have like a really solid confirmation, right? Like if you have an 8-hour close under specific levels, and I'd say take it, right? So again, here, right, 8-hour close above this, right? You hit support, and then you ran all the way to 456, right? So I need an 8-hour candle to close under this, right? It's very, very simple. You just need an 8-hour candle to close like that. Settings, let's get rid of the extended right. Whoops. There you go. Pink. Right, very simple. You need a candle to close like that, right? This is how you need a candle to close. You need it to close over this 454 support. It's very simple, guys. Very, very simple right now. Very simple range. Did we already touch? Oh, I guess we already hit this. Oh, at midnight. Oh, you already hit this at midnight. So yeah, technically this would already be a long at midnight, right? I didn't even see this, right? I didn't even catch that we already hit that. I don't know what I was. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, it looks like you already hit this. Came up, got canceled, and you came back down. So the long would have already been perfect, right? You already hit that long 454. You would have ridden it up to at least 455. Probably moved up your stops here, and then this came back right down. You would have maybe gotten stopped out at break even or something. I don't know, but yeah, this definitely looks like we're gonna keep dropping. You have an hour. At 6 o'clock you're gonna close that 4-hour bear, which I'm pretty sure you're gonna close it, right? There's no reason for you to not close it. So you'll probably come down, close it around like this 454 level, maybe retrace a little bit, and then come right back down. I don't know, but any touch of this is already any touch of this was already a long, right? So you would have longed here. But I mean, who's really up at like midnight? You know what I mean? You would have longed here. You would have came back up to 455, like halfway to your target. maybe adjusted your stops and then came back down, right? So I don't know. We'll see what happens. You got to break this level to come down, right? Even a lot more. Same thing. DXY is not really doing much, honestly. The DXY has been trading down for a while, right? And you need this to close a fresh, fresh bull trigger, because other than that, DXY looks kind of disgusting. The only thing that I am happy about is that the 2-day on the VIX is going to be closing today. And last time, you basically just shot up, like you shot up all the way up in like 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see, where would that lead us? 1, 2, 3, 4. So by December 9th, right? December 6th. By December 6th, we could probably see a 16.7, a 16.7 VIX, right? Just a straight shot, up on the VIX and a straight shot down on the SPY. But we'll see. There's a lot of things closing right now that are basically opposite of the SPX. So we'll see how everything reacts. Like I said, the 4 hours coming down. There's really no news today to affect anything, right? But the SPY does look like it wants to keep dropping our SPX. So as of right now, bias in an hour is going to be basically all shorts, which is what I'm going to be looking for in my new strategy today, just all shorts. But yeah, you got to break this. You break this, you're going to 453. If you break 453 on an 8-hour candle, you're more than likely, if you break this level, there's like a 80% chance you're going to like 446 again. But you got to see those 8-hour candles, close over the support. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.